Hello, Master Tax here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to have a look at something rare. It is the Chinese Tier 8 Premium Medium Tank, and it is of course the Type 59. And as always, before we get into the action, I'll show you my crew and equipment that I've currently got on this tank. My crew on this tank, quite good, all onto the 4th skill. It is my crew from my 121. The equipment I use in the special mobility slot is vents. Then I've got a gun rammer and vertical stabilizer. I also use a premium consumable food. So let's have a look at it in action. Today I'm playing on Siegfried line. It's assault mode and I'm the attacking team. And I've got the 447 matchmaking and I'm top tier today. So straight away what I'm gonna say is this tank, you need to be top tier. This tank has got limited which means that you can't make tier 10 tanks. The maximum you'll see is tier 9 tanks, but even fighting tier 9 this tank's no good. It struggles at tier 8. So you do need a good for this tank to have a decent game. Unless you're into firing gold ammo, I'm personally not. I don't see the point of getting a premium tank that you have to fire gold shells. Premium tanks are for making credits and you're not going to make credits like that. But that's the only way you can compete. It's tier 8. So when I first started playing this game, this tank was in the premium shop. But I really wasn't into spending money. I was free to play when I started. And started buying tanks later on. And by then it was removed from the premium shop. But it's just come up for sale. I can't remember if it was the black market. I can remember that you could only buy it in a bundle, so I thought I'll finally get it, and what a total letdown it's been since I've gotten it. In other black markets I was bidding a lot of credits, 30,000 gold, stuff like that, which is a lot of money, and I did fail to get it, and I'm quite pleased I did now. Because it's really disappointing, this tank. I really don't like playing it. Unless you do get a decent and you're top tier, then it's quite good. What I find with this tank is everything seems to be quite decent on it, and it's just the penetration that lets it down. So I'll tell you about the gun now. It is a 100mm gun. It has 185mm of penetration, which is absolutely terrible in tier 8. But you do get 250 alpha damage. With my crew and equipment, I've got a reload time of 6.62 seconds, which gives us a DBM of 2266, which isn't the greatest, but it's not too bad. And then I've got an aim time of 1.75 seconds, which is quite decent, and a dispersion of 0.34. So the gun stats aren't too bad, it's just the penetration that's terrible on it. Also with this tank you do get 7 degrees of gun depression, which isn't too bad. A bit like playing the Object 140 basically. So back to the battle, and I've basically been playing hull down behind that pile of rubble against 2 tier 6 tanks. So now I'm going to push in. There's a biz, I didn't penetrate him, and I push right through so I'm covered. And first of all I want to take the OI out, get one gun out of the game, and then you've just got one to focus on. So I'm angling my armour towards him. He hasn't been doing hardly any damage with his HE shell, so he has changed to gold shells, which I probably would. Can't blame him for that. So I've angled my armour, I'm still bouncing his gold shells. He's tracked in position and taken out. Now I'm going to see if anything's creeping behind us. SU-130. Shot into him. He's managed to get a shot back into me. He is firing gold for some reason. So I'll just peek round this corner, see if there's anything else. Can't see anything, and I'm going to pull back. I don't want to get hit by him again. I'll not bounce gold from one of them. So what I want to do is help win the north of the map, and then I can come back to him. And they're not looking like they're doing too bad up here really. I'm not sure that they will need us, but I can drop back into the town near the cap and support the push that's coming from the south. So I'll tell you about the armour on this tank as I move in. And the armour's quite nice. On the hull you get 100mm on the front, 80mm on the side, 45 on the rear. And then your turret you get 230mm on the front, which is really good because it's rounded, 130mm on the side, 60mm on the rear. So I've just managed to take 2 tanks out there while I was pushing round. Now there's a Hellcat, there's an E25 shooting us from the side, but I want to take that Hellcat out, bouncing the shots from the E25 now that I angled my armour towards him. So is he a one shot? Yes, the Hellcat's a one shot, so I've managed to take him out. So I'm pulling back into the cap, see where that Lance and C is, that my team's pushing in. Can't get a shot into him, so what I want to do is turn round, flank round the back and try and get the E25. Now with the mobility of this tank, it's quite good. A top speed of 56 kilometers an hour going forward, 20 in reverse, which is really good. So I might try and surprise him and ram him. There he is. See if I can get a shot in. I tried to track him but failed. Can I ram him? And I was expecting to take him out, but he is a one-shotter and I've managed to take him out then. So only one more thing to tell you about this tank, and it's its view range, and it's just slightly below the max 445. I've got a view range of 441, but I haven't got any equipment to improve the view range, so you could get it a lot better if you wanted to. And there's the guard taken out, only the Lance and C, and he's retreating into the field. I don't think I'll get round to get him. So if you're looking for a T-rate medium tank from the premium shop, you want to spend your own money on it, this isn't one that I would recommend, especially when it's in bundles. Let's have a quick look at the stats. Was a class 1 badge. We've got the steel wall, which you've got to receive the most hits, at least 11 of any other player on your team, with potential damage of at least 1000 hit points and survive. We bounce 1540 potential damage. We've got the high caliber for our 3369 damage with 906 assist, and the top gun for our 6 kills. Top of the tree for XP with a PS XP of 1363. Top for damage. We made 157,000 credits, that's due to a personal reserve bonus, plus 5,318 XP, that's due to playing a premium vehicle, a personal reserve bonus, and an award for the first victory each day, which was at ×2. I'd like to thank you for watching today's battle. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the thumbs up like button. If you have any feedback, please leave it in the comment section below and I'll get back to you. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. There's a little icon in the bottom right hand corner. Cheers.